First of all, it was a tremendous achievement to get the Adventure Travel World Summit to Killarney in the first place, over 700 delegates representing 31 countries. Niamh, tell us a little about how that came about, and for those who might not know, what is your definition of adventure travel?
Okay, thank you, Eamon. Yes, it was a huge success for us, and it dates back to 2012, was when we were first approached by Fáilte Ireland to put in a bid. And Carmel Flynn at the time was working with the local convention centre and got Team Killarney together, and we submitted. We weren't successful the first time. We didn't give up, so we submitted again, and we got word then in April 2013 that it was coming to Kerry in 2014. That same year then, Chris Doyle, who would be head of operations for ITIC in the European market, came on a kind of a reconnaissance mission. It happened to coincide with the Ring of Kerry cycle, and Mike and Con Moriarty and a few gave him 2 days of activities. The man was exhausted afterwards. He had the pleasure of actually cycling into Killarney with Enda Kenny. So needless to say, we blew him away, and that's it. We won the conference.
Super.
So just adventure travel, I suppose, the adventure travel, there's three elements. Culture and people is one. The landscape, obviously we've that in abundance, is two, and they need to partake in some activity, some outdoor activity.
Okay. And in your entry to the award, you placed great emphasis on the team effort that was involved between the Kerry Convention Bureau, Fáilte Ireland, and of course Advantage PCO. But Mike, there were many others involved as well who were part of the effort in hosting this great event. Tell us a little about that.
There were, Eamon. I mean to say, first of all, we had to harness a huge amount of energy locally because we saw in the event how important it was to the future of tourism in Killarney. Obviously, adventure tourism is growing at 65% per annum. It is the largest growth area within tourism, and we felt that we needed to capture some of that. The local team we put together, we got a steering group of Fáilte Ireland, obviously, who were instrumental in getting the bid, first of all. We had the ATTA, we had Kerry County Council, which was very important because we needed access into certain areas.
Sure.
And we also had the National Parks and Wildlife Service and the OPW. And I think the important thing in our case was that we needed to break new ground with the event itself, so that we were able to access parts of the national park and areas that would not normally be accessed, because we knew that that's where the heart of adventure was in Kerry. So from day one, the team together with Fáilte Ireland, the Kerry County Council, we had the National Parks and Wildlife Service, we had the local town council on board, we had the chamber, we had Kerry Convention Bureau, so it was very much a team effort.
Super. And then, of course, that's one part talking up the game, but finally, the 700 delegates arrived here in Killarney, Kate, and you had to demonstrate that indeed there was loads of adventure in the area to partake in. So tell us a little bit about that great big adventure day.
That's right. This day, of course, was the hands-on day where they came to actually do the things that they could sell to everybody. The 700 delegates gathered in the morning in the INEC, and they were briefed about the day, and within 10 minutes, all 700 of them were on their buses and heading out, and they were blown away by this level of organisation.
31 buses, I believe.
31 buses, 31 is the magic number. 31 countries, 31 buses, 31 options of adventures. So it catered for all levels, everything from a jaunting car through the national park to ziplining across the Gap of Dunloe, climbing the highest mountain in Ireland, Carntool, which was just out the road. They kayaked on the lakes of Killarney, saw Skellig Michael. They did coastal hiking, walked along the ridge of the Reeks. It was just endless, the amount of activities, which was great.
And then the highlight, of course, came that evening, and this was certainly something unusual, wasn't it? Tell us about the closing event.
The closing event was something that had never before been done. We took 700 delegates down to Rosscastle for an outdoor musical extravaganza. We got great support from Shannon Heritage. 130 of the delegates then were taken by boat out onto Inishfallen Island, where Shem Shatira commissioned a special piece for the event, and to be there and to witness it was a very powerful moment. It was an incredible experience for anyone that was able to or honoured to actually see it. So there you had the history of Ireland. I suppose we were able to encapsulate all that Ireland has to offer, from hospitality to history to heritage to beauty to lakes to mountains. The event in Rosscastle Again, with the help of Advantage PCO, was tremendously well organised, and the delegates were in the shadow of a 15th century castle, were being entertained by the likes of the Irish Youth Orchestra, by traditional Irish musicians. We had jugglers, fire eaters. It was just an incredibly
fantastic. And Michelle, all the hard work, A, winning it, B, delivering the product that exceeded everybody's expectations, I understand. Has it led to new... I know business doesn't follow automatically instantly, but is it leading to new business? Are you confident that it will?
Oh, absolutely. We got rave reviews from the delegates and the ATTA, and their initial feedback was that it was the best event that they'd held in the 10 years of the conference. So and they were very confident coming to the event because of the level of partnership here. They were confident that we would be able to deliver. I know from operators that they were already seeing groups coming into Kerry this year on the back of it, and with bookings in for next year as well. So
that's the real
there
payoff.
has been an immediate
that's
payoff,
fantastic. And will be ongoing because the new groups will bring more as well.
Yeah, and we're continuing to review and take a look at, analyse the feedback from the event and make further developments.
Well, Kate, of course, that's one of the things that I've always said about Kerry, more so than anywhere else. I know I've probably given offence in other counties for saying this, but you're never happy with what you've got. You're always looking to the future, and Michelle was talking about analysing the feedback. So what other new things for the future can we expect to hear you talking about in the next year or two?
Thank you. It's true, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly thinking and trying to improve the experience for the visitor and indeed for the residents of the county. I suppose the most exciting project now that's coming up shortly will be the opening of Killarney House. But there's also works going on and many other projects. For example, there's a walk 32 kilometres, that's right, Mike, around Lough Lane.
Stunning scenery all the way.
A couple of little patches then around the national park that's going to make it safer for walkers and cyclists, just little gaps where there needs to be improvements, but new festivals coming on board all the time.
Well, that's the secret of success in this business, never resting on your laurels, knowing the competition is fierce out there, and nobody demonstrates that better than in Kerry. So well done with the award, and I hope that, I'm sure you'll have strong entries next time around as well.
Absolutely.
But congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.